Hey there, and welcome to HisTime365. I'm so glad you're here for day 47 of our 365-day journey through the Bible. Today we'll look at Numbers 34 through 36, and I'll walk you through what happens, what it means, and why it matters. I'll share a summary and some insights to help you see the big picture and connect with the heart of the Scripture. During your quiet time, I encourage you to read today's lesson in a Bible translation that speaks to you best. Now grab a quiet moment, take a deep breath, and let's spend a few minutes giving God His time. Inheritance and Justice. Lessons from Numbers 34 through 36. Have you ever considered the importance of boundaries in your life? Just like the land of Canaan was divided among the tribes of Israel, we too need to establish our own boundaries for peace and order. Today, we're diving into Numbers chapter 34 through 36, where God provides clear instructions on the division of the Promised Land and the principles of justice and inheritance. In Numbers 34, God instructs Moses on how the land of Canaan is to be divided among the 12 tribes of Israel. The boundaries are meticulously defined, ensuring that each tribe receives its rightful portion. The northmost border runs from the Mediterranean Sea to Mount Hor, while the eastern and southern boundaries are carefully outlined. God emphasizes that this division is not arbitrary. It's a matter of inheritance for the descendants of the Israelites, a promise that has been in the works for generations. As the chapter unfolds, we learned about the leaders from each tribe who will oversee this division. These leaders are not just representatives. They bear a significant responsibility to ensure fairness and justice in the distribution process. This guidance is crucial as it illustrates that God cares about how we manage our resources and relationships with one another. Next, in chapter 35, we encounter the cities of refuge, an essential component of justice in Israelite society. God instructs Moses to designate 6 cities where a person who accidentally causes loss of life can flee to avoid revenge. These cities serve as a haven, ensuring that justice is tempered with mercy. Ye shall have cities to dwell in, and the suburbs of them shall be for your cattle. Numbers 35:3. This concept can resonate deeply with us today, particularly in our workplaces and communities, where accidents can happen, and we must cultivate an environment of understanding and compassion. With the cities of refuge, we're reminded of the importance of being a safe space for others. For example, consider a workplace where a colleague makes a mistake that affects a project. Instead of pointing fingers, how can the team come together to support one another? It may mean extending grace and finding a solution collaboratively, rather than fostering an atmosphere of blame. Furthermore, we see that in chapter 36, the leaders of the tribe of Manasseh raise a concern about preserving their inheritance. They fear that if their daughters marry outside their tribe, the land will be lost to another tribe. God's response reinforces the importance of family and tribe while allowing for adjustments in the law to ensure that the inheritance remains intact. The inheritance of the children of Israel shall not remove from tribe to tribe. Numbers 36:7. This principle speaks volumes about the value of community and legacy in our lives today. Imagine navigating family dynamics where inheritance and family ties are at stake. How often do we see disputes over family wealth or property? By fostering open communication and understanding within our families, we can work towards solutions that honor everyone involved, just as the leaders sought to protect their inheritance while still allowing for the well-being of their families. In our digital lives, boundaries become increasingly important. Just as the Israelites set clear borders for their land, we must also establish limits on our digital interactions. The constant connectivity of social media can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. By setting boundaries on how much time we spend online or what we share, we create a healthier environment for ourselves and our loved ones. As we reflect on these chapters, we can draw some powerful parallels to our lives. Establishing boundaries, being a refuge for others, and navigating relationships with grace and understanding are essential principles that resonate through time. Remember, just as the Israelites were given a promise, we too are called to live within the boundaries of love and justice for one another. 1. How can you apply the concept of boundaries in your personal or professional life? 2. In what ways can you create a city of refuge in your community or workplace? 3. How do you navigate family dynamics related to inheritance or legacy? 4. What are some practical steps you can take to foster understanding and support in your relationships?
Thanks so much for joining me today for HisTime365. Remember, today's reading is Numbers 34 to 36, so be sure to spend some time with those verses during your quiet time. Tomorrow, we'll be diving into Deuteronomy 1 to 3, so feel free to read ahead if you'd like to prepare. If you enjoyed this time together, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so that you never miss a day on this journey. I'll see you back right here tomorrow for day 48. Until then, stay encouraged, and thank you for giving God His time today.